Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at a professional career that's really just a masterclass in adaptation. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and it's not just about football stats, is it? Our sources, the biographies, the analyses, they kind of frame his story as the modern example.
Of a player losing their biggest asset, their main tool, and having to basically reinvent their whole game.
And that's really the core tension here, isn't it? For a running back who was, defined by that sheer, almost violent explosiveness.
Right.
The whole story pivots on, well, how do you survive? How do you thrive when the thing that made you famous?
That speed, that cut.
Yeah, that top-end speed, the lateral agility,
Yeah.
when it's suddenly compromised.
And that's the mission for you today. We're trying to go beyond just the headlines.
Yeah, dig a bit deeper.
To pull out those strategic lessons, the ones buried in his journey from being dominant.
And the doubt, the big fall.
Through that devastating doubt and then into that ultimate comeback.
Yeah.
We want those knowledge nuggets that explain how he rebuilt.
Not just the fact that he did it.
It's exactly.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. The rise. The phenom.
Let's do it. So long before the New York hype, our sources are clear. Barkley wasn't just good at Penn State.
Oh, no. He was considered, once in a generation? That kind of talent.
Yeah. He built this identity around athleticism that just seemed honestly impossible to stop.
His college career, it wasn't just productive, it was like defining. The sources talk about his runs being these explosions of pure athleticism.
Wow.
And the stats back it up. Over 5,000 all-purpose yards.
Which is huge. That mix of running and catching, it already showed versatility, didn't it?
It did, but it was the sheer physical dominance people remember. One analyst said defenders just bounced off him.
He wasn't avoiding contact.
No, he was initiating it.
Yeah.
And winning those collisions.
Which leads us right into the 2018 NFL draft, when you're that dominant.
The expectations just go through the roof.
And the Giants take him second overall. Which, even back in 2018, that was a huge talking point.
Oh, absolutely. A massive risk. And the sources show that immediate pressure. The whole debate about taking running backs that high.
Yeah, positional value and all that.
Right. The Giants basically said, look, this guy is so unique, he breaks those rules. That puts a ton of weight on a rookie's shoulders.
Got to justify that pick.
Immediately.
But, and this is crucial, he did. He delivered right away. That rookie season, it just proved the hype was real.
Over 1,300 yards rushing.
Which is massive, yeah. But here's the really interesting part for this deep dive. He also caught over 90 passes.
And those numbers, the receiving stats, that's key to understanding his initial impact. He wasn't just a running back.
No, he was like an entire offensive system himself.
Exactly. Named NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. The narrative was set. He was redefining the position.
Making the impossible look easy, routine almost.
Just soaring. Face of the franchise.
Well, then the inevitable happens in sports, right? We move to the fall. Which, as the source material points out, is always part of the legend.
This is where we hit that turning point, 2020, the brutal ACL tear.
Ugh.
And for you listening, maybe you don't follow football mechanics super closely. An ACL tear is devastating for any athlete, any sport.
Yeah.
But for a player whose entire game is built on planting, cutting, spinning, that lateral explosion.
It's everything.
It's basically an existential threat to your career identity.
That must be absolutely terrifying. The sources talk about how perception just shifted instantly.
Oh, overnight.
The media, the fans, they went from calling him transformative to just asking.
Will he ever be the same again?
Yeah. The consensus pretty quickly became he'll never get that burst back.
It was a brutal narrative flip. Think about it. Your self-worth, your multi-million-dollar contract, it's all tied to a physical gift.
That's suddenly broken.
Exactly. The mental toll is just immense. It's not just about motivation. It's questioning if you even belong anymore, your professional validity.
And the sources really highlight this contrast between the public drama and the private struggle. They call the recovery the hidden labor.
Right. They describe it like the cameras weren't there, the lights were gone.
Just silent grinding work.
And this is the critical nugget for understanding adaptation. What does recovery mean for that kind of back?
Right.
It means finding purpose through, pain, sweat, and silent nights in rehab. But more than that, it means rebuilding the whole mechanism of how you move.
He couldn't just rely on that raw athleticism anymore.
No, not solely. He had to become more technically sound, sharpen other tools.
Did the sources give specifics? Like, was there a moment in rehab, a realization about needing that technical change?
Yeah, one biography piece mentioned this intense focus on lower body sequencing. and generating downhill power differently.
Oh, okay.
The realization was maybe he had to trade like a fraction of that sideways juke
For durability.
durability, better vision, hitting the hole decisively. It was a conscious technical choice. This wasn't just healing.
It was recalibration.
Exactly. Recalibration. He was determined to prove everyone wrong. He wasn't finished. He was forging something new, maybe even stronger.
And that quiet determination, that hidden labor, that's what fueled the ultimate comeback.
Which brings us to the 2022-23 season. He comes back, not just healed, but adapted.
The energy around his return, the sources say it was electric. A chance to finally make a statement.
And his performance was this statement. It was like a physical testament to that whole recalibration process.
How so? Did he run differently?
Yeah, the analysis shows it. He still had burst, obviously, but his running felt more deliberate, focused on maximizing contact, grinding out tough yards.
Less dancing, more downhill.
You could say that.
Yeah.
He ran with, as they put it, anger, heart, and definitely something to prove.
The physical proof of overcoming all that doubt.
That whole season became this incredible testament to resilience.
And what's really fascinating is seeing the critics completely reverse course.
Oh, yeah. Total 180.
The same analysts who basically wrote his explosive career off.
Now they couldn't stop praising his commitment, his toughness.
He just completely flipped the conversation about his career arc.
He went from being, maybe a cautionary tale about draft value
Right.
to proving that real talent plus that insane determination makes these comebacks possible. The takeaway was clear. Legends don't fade, they rise.
Which sets us up perfectly for this next chapter. The one that honestly shocked the football world.
Definitely redefined his strategic value.
The Eagles era, starting in 2025.
Yeah, that move, crossing division lines to join Philly, that was massive.
Huge.
But looking at the analysis and our sources, it wasn't just about the money. It seems like a perfect organizational fit.
How so?
Well, the Eagles are known for that toughness, culture, relentless pursuit of greatness. That whole identity.
Okay.
They needed a downhill hammer who could also catch the ball. And Bob Barkley. He needed an environment built around physicality, around winning. It kind of made sense.
And the sources emphasize the impact was immediate.
Strategic. Totally. His presence apparently transformed the Eagles' offense overnight, made it faster, sharper, unstoppable.
And that's not just his own yards, right? It's how he changes things for everyone else.
Exactly. Defenses have to account for him differently. It opens up lanes, creates mismatches. He changes the geometry of the field.
So if we connect this back to his whole legacy, he's not just the young phenom anymore.
No, not at all. He's the veteran now. The guy who carries, as one source put it, the weight of every struggle he had faced.
Wow.
Every carry, every tough yard he gets now, it feels amplified because you know what it took to get back there, to adapt his game like that.
He went from making the impossible look easy back in 2018.
To making the incredibly difficult that comeback look like just another day at the office now.
Yeah.
And that elevates him, doesn't it? This is someone who truly understands perseverance because he had to rebuild himself, literally from the ground up.
Moving past just relying on pure genetics.
It's relying on technique, on mental strength, on fortitude.
So what does this whole story, this entire arc mean for us, for you, the listener, taking in this deep dive?
Well, the core lesson, synthesized from all these sources, it goes way beyond the football field.
Absolutely.
His story isn't just football, it's about life, really. Falling and rising, breaking and rebuilding.
It's such a powerful metaphor for any big setback, professional or personal.
And it shows that the most important work, the real growth, often happens when you're forced to redefine your core strength, what you rely on.
Right. It really reinforces that definition of greatness, doesn't it? It's not about never falling. It's about always getting back up.
But crucially, getting back up often means realizing you can't just go back to how things were.
You have to find a new way, a stronger way forward.
And today, he really stands as a symbol of that. Mental toughness, technical adaptation. He went from relying purely on speed
to mastering resilience.
Yeah, proving that when the initial spotlight fades, when the cameras are gone, it's that internal drive to redefine yourself that truly matters.
And that feels like the perfect closing thought for you to take away.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley moved, you could say, from injury to immortality.
By choosing to rebuild, not retire.
So we want you to consider, where in your own life, your own career, are you maybe facing a point where you need to adapt? Where are you rebuilding?
Because Barkley showed us all your next chapter, your biggest comeback.
You can always be legendary.